snap, and then the defensive end, both of them.
I'm a big I feel like that's probably best day of my life.
Oh, that was so exciting.
And when you feel significant more than the Chargers,
I got the Bills.
I have the Dolphins. Welcome in, everybody. This is the Too Fat to Play podcast. I am Austin. That is Ryan. Week 1 is in the books, and boy howdy, did it not go good for me.
Yeah, that was a little rough Friday night. Are you doing all right?
Yeah, no, I mean, like, overall, I'm fine. I mean, the beers that were in my fridge prior to that game's kickoff may disagree. But no, I'm doing okay.
That's good.
And then to further my football weekend, where my team lost on Friday, and then my team lost on Saturday, and then both of my fantasy teams got pushed in on Sunday. It was a great week 1. So great. I think I know what I'm going to do for week 2. Go to Sticks Golf Lounge, Humboldt, Kansas, right on the square.
Probably a good idea.
Probably drink more beers than what I had in my fridge. And at least that way I can hit something very hard.
You know they sponsor the podcast, right?
Yeah. I'm hoping to take advantage of that fact.
That's what I'm talking
that would be very beneficial to me, because football was not nice to your boy. To lose to the Chargers and then turn around and lose to Missouri and then turn around and lose both fucking fantasy leagues I'm in. Not the way I saw week 1 going, admittedly.
Well, I mean, I kind of had a little bit of concern Sunday.
Yeah.
I mean, when your starting kicker comes out and misses a 22-yard field goal from the left hash as a right-footed kicker, off the left upright, then has his next attempt blocked, and then your quarterback, who you just paid millions and millions and millions of dollars to, his first pick, honest to God, I wasn't even mad. Ernest Jones climbed the fucking ladder to get that one. He earned every bit of his contract with that one interception. I was like, I'm not even mad. I can't. Pearsall's running free over the middle. Yeah, you've layered it over the top of linebackers before. Not Ernest Jones, but you've layered it over the top of linebackers. One other linebacker was picking that off, and he was on the other sideline. That's all there was to say about that one.
Brock doesn't have to worry about that guy.
Yeah. The second interception, however, was a little rough. First quarter, you were able to get to Pearsall and not have any issues. In the second quarter, you forgot he was out there on the field. And then the third quarter, you're like, I'm going to fucking force feed it. And they knew. And then for some reason, they forgot in the fourth quarter. Actually, just the last drive, they forgot who Ricky Pearsall was. Interestingly enough, Reek Woolen gave up a 150.8 passer rating on the day. 80 yards and a touchdown.
Well, that's rough. That is not a good day at the office for a corner.
Also, the touchdown he gave up was to a tight end who had just made his third career NFL catch and has been in the league for 4 years.
Hell yeah.
Who looked just like George Kittle on the last drive of the game. So I am not complaining one bit. Talk about a nail biter. Holy shit. I do want to get into that one a little bit more because the Seahawks are fucking scary, man. I was not ready for that. Yeah. Let's talk about fantasy real quick.
Oh, I don't want to.
I do.
I don't. It was very bad for me.
I enjoyed myself.
Yes, I realize you put on quite the performance, but I did not have fun.
All right. After 3/4 of the league auto drafted last week,
One of which beat me.
one of the other ones, I absolutely destroyed him.
They would have also beat me.
Oh man.
I would have only beaten 2 teams in this entire fucking league.
Wow. I didn't even see Lou's score. Wow.
The only 2 teams in the league I would have beat were Lou and the guy he beat.
And he won by 1. Not even 1. It wasn't a full point.
Yeah,
0.9. What was that?
9-4.
Wow. Glad it's competitive, as this has been a shit show. Let's get through it real quick. Ya boy just absolutely annihilated number 1 Tallywhacker week 1. How are you feeling about losing to Kareem Pies?
I mean, this guy's notorious for doing this. He also won like 2 out of the last 3 weeks last year, not touching his roster after week like 11. So this tracks. Not feeling great, losing 161 to 129. But hey, at least on this league, I got more than 11.5 points out of my 3 combined wide receivers, which is all I got in the money the league that actually cost me money.
2 girls, 1 cup goes down to Beefsteak, 131 to 173. Riley Reed option with probably the most points he scored in the last 3 years. I know this is only year 3, but we're even counting this year because I don't think he'll hit this point total again. Takes the L to 2 thumbs up. Sean, sitting there at the second highest points of the week. What is his name? What are you doing, Stepborough? What? That's fucking lame. 116.12 over the one-lunged wonder himself, DWAC 22. I'm not sure why he has 2 2s in his name. I'm realizing that he's got 1 lung that works, and I don't think he's got that many brain cells total. 115.18, which is funny because I'll tell him the same thing at work tomorrow morning, and he's not going to have a comeback for it. Or he'll make some typing joke, in which case he's going to have to catch his breath in the middle of it anyway. 115.18. How do you lose to Lou by less than a point? I don't. Just pathetic. And Long Duck Dong, Stewie, once again, just demolishing Glory be to the A-gap.
I feel like this happens a lot in this
All
league.
the time. All the time. He's going to have the highest point total again, the worst record for the 3rd straight year. We can see where this is heading. That brings our standings after week 1. Get over here, take a look at it.
It's not hard to figure out the teams that won are all tied for first, aside from points.
Yep, and right now, because I like it and I like the way it looks, we're going to go off of that. First place is yours truly. I do not expect to hold this for long, but while I am holding it, you're going to know. 2 thumbs up. Sean is in 2nd place, Long Duck Dong. Stewie, 3rd place. Beefsteak, 4th. Kareem Pies in 5th. And Lou bringing up 6th place on our winners. Riley Reed option, like I said, most points he's ever scored, probably will ever score combined. Sitting there in 7th, our best loser of the weekend, Tallywhacker, 137, sitting there in 8th. Glory be to the A-gap, 2 girls, 1 cup. Would you like to...
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Austin,
I'll allow you.
Chase, Brown neighbors in Parsons. in 11th and DWAC in 12th. I got a good lineup this next week. I'm taking on Kareem Pies. You've got Tallywhacker. Two Girls, One Cup takes on Long Duck Dong, the battle of the supervisors. Riley Reed Option takes on Lou. Two Thumbs Up takes on DWAC, and Beefsteak takes on Glory Be to the A-Gap. Going to be interesting seeing what happens this week, because if this goes correctly, I'm going to put up another 205 points. Just, my defense carried the fuck out of my team.
I can tell you right now, Aiden Hutchinson getting 1 point and Luvu getting, I think, 14 didn't help my case at all. Granted, CJ Stroud Kyler Murray getting 15 with, two 30-plus point guys out there really helped as well.
All
right. Week 1, as it was. Thursday Night Football, Eagles 24, Cowboys 20. Honestly, this game was closer than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I also believe that's because Jalen Carter spit on Dak Prescott before the first offensive snap.
Yeah. Is it surprising that the guy that was street racing with his college teammates and drove away from the scene is not a good person? Are we at all surprised by that? No? Okay.
Rashee Rice didn't even play this week.
Well, it's funny that there's more than one of them in the NFL.
Fair. Saquon, still that guy. The Cowboys honestly looked better than I expected.
What? I'll pose it. Did the Cowboys look better than you expected, or did the Eagles play like the Eagles and play down to their opponent?
No, I mean, I will genuinely say I think the Cowboys honestly looked better than I expected them to. I expected it to look worse than even what it did. Not saying that they were good. I'm saying they weren't as bad as what I expected. The Eagles were honestly about what I expected the Eagles to be, minus Jalen Carter, which, to go on a full hypocrite tirade here for a second, I was really hoping they suspended him this week. Would have completely been against it. God, I hope they were going to suspend him. I was rooting for that suspension, knowing wholeheartedly I did not believe he should be suspended. So that was fun. Kansas City goes to Brazil, loses to the Chargers.
Josh Allen Light was on one.
I didn't think Justin Herbert was the most impressive piece of that Chargers team.
I was more impressed with the defense.
I didn't think the defense was the most impressive part of that Chargers team.
Go for it.
Joe Alt.
Oh. Did you see the meme of Justin Herbert and his date? Because I don't remember who he's dating. It was a meme that had Justin Herbert and his date, and it said, like I said, I don't remember who he's dating. I really don't give two shits. She says to bring protection. He thought she meant Joe Alt.
That's fair. Yeah. I the reason I was so far down on the Chargers, and I mean, if you listen to what I said last week, I believed that Rashawn Slater was the most impactful loss of the offseason. Joe Alt stepped in and played all-pro level left tackle.
Yeah, no, the offensive line did look really good. I was really just impressed with the ability of the Chargers defense to create some pressure and maintain. They were consistent throughout the whole game, and that's more than they have been in the last few years as they've been trying to rebuild. But not that they came out and smacked the Chiefs' offense in the mouth. It was very evident that the Chiefs' offense was like, what the fuck? We weren't ready for this. And in the second half, the Chiefs started playing much better football.
Yeah.
But the defense was still just as aggravating. The Chiefs' offense obviously figured it out. They're like, okay, this is how we beat the defense. A half too late, and when the Chargers' offense does what it did.
The Chargers' offense looked a lot better than, like I said, I thought that offense was going to be in significant trouble without Rashawn Slater. Joe Alt stepped in and made it a non-factor on the left side. Hey, man, good to you. My question is, which one of those two is going to be Lane Johnson?
Yeah, which one?
Because you just proved you have 2 left tackles.
Right.
You have 2. I mean, realistically, you can trade one of them and get a shit ton of back.
Absolutely. Which is a very big possibility. Because you're not going to pay left tackle money twice. Especially you're going to take what you can this year.
And you've got Joe for 2 more years easy.
Right. I'll throw a team out there that's done it in the past. The 49ers have done. They went from All-Pro Joe Staley, hit his retirement, traded for Trent Williams. They haven't been able to draft a guy that they like at tackle. Colton McKivitz just signed a 3-year extension on the right-hand side. He's not a left tackle, though. Not a left tackle. But they signed him for $16 a year at right tackle for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's backup tackle money in the NFL. And he's starting. He happily took the money. The right side looked good. So they would look at that in a heartbeat and go, well, I mean, if you're gonna
shop him, either one of them, to me that was the most impressive thing. Like, the Chiefs didn't look great in the first half.
No.
They got bothered late on that final drive, but I guess for me, I mean, it's the Chiefs. Like, it is what it is. That looked like the games the Chiefs lose, front to back.
I will say that does kind of open the door a little bit more for how I felt the Chargers are going to be this season.
That gives me I have a lot more faith in what the Chargers are going to be long term this season than what I did going into that game.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Herbert was making phenomenal choices all game, and what we finally got to see out of him was what he could truly be. He got out of the pocket. I texted you right after the play when he rolled out to the right and took off running.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a 25-yard gain or some shit like that. I was like, dude, that's Josh Allen light right there. You don't want he's the same size roughly as Josh. I don't think he's quite as heavy.
Yeah.
But he's got the size, the physical size. They kind of act alike. If you've been on either one of the team social media pages, they kind of act alike.
Yep.
They both got cannons for arms. They both make boneheaded decisions at really weird times and then make the throws that Josh is just a better runner, but he showed right then and there, I can get out of the pocket too. Don't leave it open for me, because now he's got a head coach that'll let him do it.
So he did something that you haven't seen him do at any point in time, college or the pros. He truly looked confident.
Yes.
And maybe they finally unlocked that in him. And
even
cool.
on his throws that you were like, oh, I don't like the where that throw is. Fuck it, I'm putting it in there.
Yeah.
I hope it gets him over, because I hate having this fucking debate of whether or not he's a better quarterback than Phillip Rivers was. Mechanically, like, every step of the way he is a better quarterback, but his fucking record has not backed me up. And it's starting to piss me off. You cannot look at these two guys on a football field and go, yeah, that's the same guy. No, their record says they are. But I'm watching them play. Phillip Rivers' mechanics sucked. He had zero footwork. He did that weird, like, Kellen Mond, like, half a...
I don't know how he threw the ball. I don't know how. I don't know how the ball left his hand, let alone left on a fucking laser beam.
Justin Herbert comes in. He had shitty mechanics. They got it fixed. Like, his career path so far has been Josh Allen light. He has been Josh Allen light from the day one.
Which is Phillip Rivers, for those of you that are wondering.
I'm gonna hit him. You're going to see.
Tell me I'm wrong. You're going to tell me I'm wrong? You're going to tell me I'm wrong?
He came down in a bubble, Doug.
You're going to tell me I'm wrong?
Let's just move on. We literally don't have time for this tonight. We are still on a time for the next couple of weeks. We are going to be on a semi-tight time schedule. Unfortunately, I have very important things that are time sensitive that I have to do every single night for the next couple of weeks. So it is going to feel a little rushed. That's because it is. We will get back to our regular programming, and I hope I can explain why here before too long. Let's just move on. I don't want to get into the this is one of those conversations we really needed to have over the summer when we did not have time.
Correct. Sunday, Buccaneers 23 over the Falcons 20.
What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Why did the Falcons look like a football team, and where the fuck were the Buccaneers? You want to know what I did? I was in a Survivor League because I have a problem. I don't have 5 fantasy leagues this year. No, I've just got 4 in another Survivor League. Same one as last year. Last year we're the one that everybody was out by week 4. I very confidently, I called Joe first thing in the morning Sunday. I was like, hey, did you realize that we are in a Survivor League? He goes, yeah, I did. I was like, yeah. You realize games start in 25 minutes? He goes, yeah, I'm at the bar. I was like, cool. Have we picked a team? He goes, no. Oh, fuck. I was like, yeah. I was like, who you thinking? We ran through a couple of games. Like, man, I hate picking divisional games. So I was like, the Falcons suck. He's like, no, that's a good one. Let's pick because he wanted to take Cincinnati over Cleveland.
I would have hammered Arizona for every dollar I'm worth. So that's like 3/4 of a dollar. I'm just saying.
This motherfucker's blowing my phone up. Like, what the fuck? And I'm going, look, your game is going just as poorly. When Tampa Bay finally came down and they scored that last touchdown and the Falcons missed their field goal, you would have thought the Niners won the Super Bowl.
Big reaction for week 1.
Never rooted for Baker Mayfield so hard in my fucking life. I said last year I was starting to come around on him. I was, and here I was. I literally texted you. I said, I have never root for this guy, and the time that I pick him, he's going to play like old Baker Mayfield. He looked like dog shit, and then the final drive, and like another quarterback that I was rooting for this weekend, final drive says, fuck it, we're going to win this football game. Okay.
My biggest takeaway is Emeka Egbuka might be the best wide receiver on that team. Oh. And by might, I mean he is the best wide receiver on that team, which is something stupid to say with Mike Evans still on that team. That dude's legit.
If they figure it out, and I get it was a divisional game, those always play different. I know better not to do that shit. I think, Joe, and I did that shit again this weekend.
Of course you did.
We're not smart people.
I know, I've met you. Bengals 17, Browns 16.
In classic fashion, the Bengals like to come out
in molasses
against a team that doesn't
in cement boots
have a quarterback.
That is Joe Flacco. He is a Super Bowl champion.
Did I not say that loud enough for you to hear? Against a team that doesn't have a sorry, I guess they have 19 on the roster. One of them's got more convictions or allegations against him than.
Yes, yeah, we know the Deshaun Watson story here. Yeah, no, the Bengals did exactly what the Bengals did. That's the reason I wanted to pick against them. I just thought the Browns were too bad to win, and it turns out they were just too bad to win. Dolphins at Colts.
I feel like a genius for picking the Colts. I didn't think...
That's like the highlight of my entire weekend was like, I fucking called it.
I did not have the Dolphins being that bad.
I also didn't have the Colts scoring 33, admittedly.
I don't know if I had the Colts scoring 33 all season.
It's fair.
With Daniel Jones at quarterback.
And...
could you imagine if the Giants had a quarterback that played like Daniel Jones?
Dude, I'm worried the Colts might have a quarterback that plays like Daniel Jones.
What the fuck?
Because that was an offense. That was a good offense.
Is Shane Steichen actually like God? Like,
do we just not have quarterbacks in New York? Is that just the thing now?
I'm also starting to really love my Brian DeBall getting fired. But my landing spot for him was Indianapolis. Obviously, if this continues, that's not going to be the landing spot.
I'm just really hoping either DeBall and or Dolphins head coach.
Oh, you mean he's coming home?
As long as one of them ends up as OC in Kansas City, I don't really care. I have Matt Nagy. Fun fact, Matt Nagy's son is the punt returner for KU. Las Vegas beating New England. Yeah, your boy. Yeah.
That was actually a damn good game.
It really was. Ashton Genty didn't have a great day, but it was a good football game.
Drake May struggled early, and it caught on in the fourth quarter, and he made it a game.
Brock Bowers tied in one.
Yeah, phenomenal.
Arizona 20-13 over the Saints. That score is so much closer than I realized. I didn't leave that game. Admittedly, I was watching Red Zone on Sunday. Wasn't the most engaged in my life. That game sure felt like it was a lot wider margin than that. That's also all I can tell you about it.
Didn't watch. Even when it was on Red Zone, I had 3 other TVs going with better games to watch.
I had one, and for some reason, YouTube TV wouldn't multi-view Red Zone with football games.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why, but it was pissing me off. So I just watched Red Zone and I don't know, talked to my wife or some weird shit. Pittsburgh 34, Jets 32. What was almost the game of the weekend, by the way.
Okay, we are going to have to dive into this one just a little bit. I am watching the time, so I obviously can't do what I normally do. Justin Fields looked great. Aaron Rodgers also looked great.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers looked very what's the Aaron Rodgers-y?
Yeah.
That looked like 2 good football teams. Admittedly, oddly enough, both of those teams defense is going to be their calling card, and both defenses got abused.
Just wow. Stunned. I can't say I don't have thoughts, but I didn't have any thoughts. I was watching it going, I don't know how this is happening.
Yeah, I mean, I was rooting very hard for the Jets at the end of that game.
Oh, absolutely. And then for Aaron Rodgers to come out and say, what would he say? I'm just glad that I beat everybody in the Jets organization or some shit like that. Like, dude, by 2. The other quarterback was Justin Fields. You beat Justin Fields by 2. We are far from calling this like a great comeback. That was a great game.
Yeah.
I don't have much trust in either team. That was a phenomenal football game.
I enjoyed the hell out of that football game.
That was must-watch TV.
Yeah. Giants lose to the Commanders 21-6.
Yeah, I really thought the Giants were going to come out a little bit more. You start Jackson Dart week 2, right?
I sure would think so. I sure would think so.
I think if you want to have Malik Neighbors on your team come week 3, you start Jackson Dart.
Yeah.
What? I know Brian DePaul's not this fucking stupid.
I really want to believe that. I really do.
Like,
I don't understand what's going on. Like, I really don't.
Within the first half, I'm like, okay, pull Russ. Pull Russ.
I mean, my only thought is maybe homie's like, no, this organization sucks. Fuck the Maras. I want out.
He might.
That's the only thing I can think of. Carolina losing to Jacksonville 26-10. Carolina is probably going to be in the quarterback pool. Jacksonville, I think that was just kind of an average football team beating a bad football team.
Yeah, by no means do I think Jacksonville's fixed.
Yeah,
I'd seen a lot of things that concerned me. Trevor Lawrence looked great against what secondary?
Although I will say J.C. Horn had one hell of an interception.
He did.
I really enjoyed watching that pick from J.C. Horn. Tennessee losing to the Broncos 20-12. that's gonna be a project in Tennessee.
Yeah.
The Broncos offense did exactly what I was kind of why I was holding my reservations. Bo Nix didn't look good. The offense didn't look good, although that one throw to Sutton there on the left side was impeccable. That's the reason I was holding off fear of the Broncos was I need to see that offense go. In Tennessee,
they really started to put it together in the fourth quarter. A
Yeah.
couple of these second-year guys really put it together in the fourth quarter. The big one being on Monday night, Monday night. But no, Cam Ward looked great. I thought without an offensive line, without weapons, without an offense, no line, no running backs. I know Tajay Spears is there, but it's Tajay Spears without an offensive line. No defense. No help. Well, they've got a quarterback.
So I didn't watch much of the game. All I kind of saw was the stat line. I've heard multiple times he played better than the stat line because I know he's like 12 of 29 or something.
Dude was running for his life.
Yeah.
He looked like I don't know how else to put this. So the same running for his life that every Bears quarterback has done for the last 10 years, and they look like shit. He looked like he was running for his life, but was going to do something about it. Like, he would hit his... Okay. This is an extreme comparison. But do you remember the Chiefs and Buccaneers Super Bowl?
Yep.
Okay. And how I said I've never seen a quarterback hit his wide receivers literally in the face so much and not one of them catch the ball.
Yep.
It was like that.
Gotcha.
Hitting them in the hands, hitting them in the chest, hitting them in the face, hitting them in the ass because they turned the wrong fucking way. He hit every part of these guys, and they couldn't touch it. Unless it was like a curl route, and they were just like, okay, ball, here, and then get smoked by the linebacker. It looked like 4-year-olds out there trying to play catch. It was awful, and he was fucking making plays left and right. It was actually a thing to see. I loved it for the Titans. San Francisco takes down Seattle in Seattle 17-13. Kind of talked about that game just a little bit. I want to talk about the Seahawks.
So we know what San Francisco's defense is, so you have to take that into consideration, I think. Darnold, it was rough there for a minute. But no, I think they've got some answers.
The right side of their offensive line is a little bit of a concern for me.
Yep.
As long as they aren't, as if they're running behind it, they're fine. Pass protection. Nick Bosa was most effective on a bull rush. Yetur Gross-Meadows had a 30% win rate on the interior side. That was the highest win rate out of all defensive linemen in the NFL Week 1. So their offensive line is still a little bit of a concern. The left side actually seemed to be pretty good on Sam Darnold's blind side. Jackson Smith and Jigba, when he was not lined up across from Diamador Lenore, was an absolute problem, and they fucking realized that after the first quarter. And they literally were like, there's two, go to the other side. I was really hoping the Niners would just start to follow him, but they stuck to their game plan. Diamador Lenore is kind of playing the Richard Sherman role, where he takes the right side of the field. Mm-hmm. Or the quarterback's strong side.
Yeah.
So, like, Michael Penix, obviously, he'd move over to the left for anybody that doesn't know what I'm saying. I'd hope you would, but I have said shit like that. What are you guys talking about? So, he's kind of taking over that side of the field. Whoever the premier wide, I've seen him line up in the slot, and just that side of the field, that's he's in zone.
And that's his zone.
Yeah, that's his zone. He's all over the place. So they had Jackson Smith and Jigba on either Renardo Green or the rookie, and I can't think of his name. And then Niners safety out of Kansas State, Marcus Siegel. 2 huge plays. And then D. Winters. I'll have to show you the D. Winters footage from this weekend. He looked like D. Winters.
That's what I was worried about when you guys drafted him.
Oh, man.
Speaking of Kansas State, paid $1.175 million to lose to Navy.
Was it Navy or was it Army?
Army. Excuse me.
Yeah.
It was Army.
Yep.
Yeah. Not NFL related, just fun fact.
Yep.
Um,
But the Seahawks defense looks great. I'm not worried about that team at all. The NFC West is wide open this year. I think anybody that has the Rams firmly planted in it did not watch that game. Obviously, the Niners are going to lose a couple here in the next few weeks. Everybody's fucking hurt again. But where have we heard that before? So, obviously, by the end of the season, they're going to get something right, or they're going to be a 3-win team with everybody in a hospital. So, Detroit Lions and Green Bay Packers.
So Detroit looks like they may be in trouble without either of their coordinators.
For now.
Yeah, I mean, they may figure it out, but it appears to be problematic.
I've got faith in them to figure it out.
Not the most obvious thing in this game, though.
Nope.
No, the Packers. The Packers are a problem.
That's a good football team right there.
They are the Packers.
That's the Packers.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
that
wasn't
team's
expecting this.
No. And by the way, Micah's ramping up. He's not playing yet.
Yeah. Played 40 to 45% of the snaps roughly, and that was just to get him on the field. He ran down Jared Goff like an angry lion.
Yeah.
Which is funny because playing the Lions, that was not intentional. I just, see it call it as I see it. That team is fucked. Oh my God. If they continue at 3/4 of that, that's a Super Bowl winning team. That's not even a Super Bowl that's a Super Bowl winning team.
Yeah. Houston losing to the Rams 9-14. Boy, what a game.
Houston didn't look good, and this is where my issues come in with the Rams. Because I watched division rivals beat the fuck out of each other in Seattle. These two teams hate each other. And you're going to tell me the Rams, that beat the Texans by 5, you held that offense to fucking 3 field goals. And you only scored 14 points. That's the team out of the NFC West I'm scared of? No, I'm more terrified of the Cardinals than the Rams right now. The Rams have issues. They have no offensive line.
Correct.
Their quarterback is hurt constantly, and It's not an indictment necessarily on Matt Stafford. He just happens to play on teams that don't put an offensive line in front of him.
Yeah. 17 years of getting your 16 of 17 years of getting just absolutely mollywopped behind a makeshift offensive line. It impacts a guy.
They have no run game. Kyron Williams is a good running back. They have no offensive line.
Yeah. Makes me feel real good about drafting him, too.
And then Puka Nacua is your only passing option?
I mean, you got Devontae.
Yeah, Puka's your only passing option? Funny how the fall from grace on some of these guys. That team looked like shit. Just looking at ratings this coming out, everybody's first top 10 ratings of the year, Rams is in everybody's top 10. Oh, they trust McVay. What are they seeing that I'm not? That I've been this way for 2 seasons on the Rams. Everybody keeps trying to tell me the Rams are going to be the ones to come out of the West. I'm looking at the Seahawks right now as coming out of the West on top. I know earlier I said the Niners were going to. I'm officially changing it. I think it's going to be the Seahawks. Niners in second place. They're already banged up and hurt. George is out for 4 weeks. Look,
Quarterback might be out for 4 weeks.
yeah, we don't have. Around week 7, everybody's going to come back healthy. This is going to be
And
just
then,
like
and then by week 9, it's going to be the medical tent.
exactly. Seen this one before.
You guys have you guys need to fire your training staff.
They have twice.
Well, they need to do it again.
I know. But the Rams, the Texans didn't play good football, and the Texans were never out of that game.
Well, yeah. I mean, you recovered a fumble in the fourth quarter to secure that win.
All I've also heard is how bad the Texans played, and we're slowly dropping them out of our rankings and shooting the Rams up the ladder. You can't have it both ways. Either one team was really bad and the other team just beat them, or they aren't good teams right now.
Yeah.
And the Texans, they've been kind of on a 2-year slide. I have all the faith in the world that they are going to turn it around, because you don't just be at the top and then never, as a team. We've seen players do it.
Jacksonville will beg to differ.
Okay. All right. Nope. I stand corrected. I will say this quarterback's better than that one.
By a lot.
Which is why I have faith in one of them.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying Jacksonville would beg to differ.
You got me there.
Game of the week, game of the year, game of the season.
No, that was Monday night.
I still think Sunday night's game was better. Monday night was oddly interesting. I'll give it that.
No, they were both fantastic games. What a way to end week 1 with a singular Monday night game, like it should be.
Yeah.
We'll get into that.
Yeah, we're going to have to hurry through it, though.
Yep.
Say Buffalo did exactly what I said Buffalo was going to do. They came out, they stumbled, they didn't look good, and I was like, how great it is to be right. And then they did that thing that Buffalo never does, and they figured it the fuck out. And the Ravens must have thought it was a playoff game.
That's the best way to put it, honestly.
But that's all I got. The Bills did something they don't do, and they were like, oh, no, we can absolutely do this. We've played like shit. It's fine. We'll fix it. And the Ravens went, did you say this is for the playoffs? This game could determine the 1 seed? Hey, Derek, go fumble the ball. We know you don't usually do that. We know you're arguably still like a top 3 running back in the NFL.
So,
But,
I'll say it. I was wrong last year saying that Derek was going to end up being washed after his last couple of seasons in Tennessee. And I didn't see this Derrick Henry out of him last year in Baltimore. He looked like a buffalo running all over the Bills.
Did you see the stat that came out this weekend, though?
He is, what is it, just under 500 yards from reaching his high school yardage total?
Yes.
He had
12,124 or something like that yards rushing in high school. He is
156 touchdowns.
Yeah, he had like 4,300 yards and 55 touchdowns his senior year. Yeah, I thought that was fucking incredible.
He's been in the league 8,
9, something like that.
9 years.
A while, and he's been the best running back in football for like 6 of those. He has 2 2,000-yard seasons. He is a Hall of Famer right now. He has less NFL rushing yards than high school rushing yards.
It's unbelievable. No, that game was absolutely incredible. Josh Allen, you said it. It clicked. It just, oh, fuck. Yeah, I can win this.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. It was just like, just turning the dial up one notch, going, what am I doing? Get it to that guy, or get it to that guy.
Yeah, it was smart Superman. It was fun to watch. It was a blast. I enjoyed every minute of it. Also, I don't think Kansas City can beat either of those teams. A little nervous about that right now.
Nick Wright's mad at you for saying that.
I got a lot of things he can be mad about. Monday night, Minnesota. I don't want to say it because, God damn it, it wasn't good. On the back of J.J. McCarthy.
Who put him in that situation to begin with?
Comes back to beat the Bears.
What the hell?
Like you walked out of that game going, yeah, J.J. McCarthy is not a great quarterback. Also, all the kid does is win. It's fucking annoying. The kid hasn't had a losing record in his football career. I'm not saying that holds.
He's Jimmy Garoppolo.
He just wins football games.
He's just Jimmy Garoppolo.
It's dumb. Caleb Williams. Yeah.
Outside of the first drive.
Oh, God. That first drive happened. I was like, oh. Shit.
The first drive happened, and I was legitimately pissed off. The second, third, and fourth drive happened, and I go, there he is.
Yeah.
There he is.
So that first drive happened. I was like, oh, that's, I thought there'd be some improvement. That's quite a bit. What the fuck just happened? It's gone now.
They scripted the first drive, and he was like, bang, 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 bang. Didn't have a script for the second, third, fourth.
The rest of the game.
Anything.
Yeah.
I think Ben Johnson was like, all right, fuck yeah. He's in a rhythm now. Fucking march down the field. I was told he was good. What the fuck?
Yeah. Fucking wild.
Yeah, so I am not changing my stance.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna stick with you on that one. Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah, gonna take more shots at the guy here. Metaphorically speaking.
We have 15 minutes.
I know. We technically got about 20 if we absolutely needed it. I have been watching. Yeah, I forgot my train of thought on that. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're also welcome if you're listening to this, unless it's Disbro who's on the road, who's probably trying to fill time, which, in case, I'm sorry. Thursday night, fucking banger to kick the week off.
I love it.
Commanders at Packers.
I'm taking the Pack. I do think the Commanders are going to look a little bit better than they did against the Giants and give the Packers something to play for. But I also think Packers in the fourth quarter are going to put their foot on their throats and show why they are winning a Super Bowl this year. That team is scary.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree mostly, except I got them losing to the Bills in the Super Bowl so far. I'm taking the Packers to win that game, which is really pissing me off because, well, I kind of made a living on picking the Commanders last year, good, bad, or indifferent, so it's a little upsetting that I'm already here picking against them. Jacksonville at Cincinnati.
This game's going to be much closer than it needs to be.
Which is exactly why Jacksonville wins it.
Taking the Bengals.
That's a dangerous fucking pick. It's still early in the season.
That's why it's going to be. Week 9, the Bengals win by 1,000.
Yep. Week 2, they lose by 3. Giants at Cowboys.
Call me retarded.
You're retarded.
Taking the fucking Giants.
Oh, good Lord. I'm taking the Cowboys because I'm pretty sure Russ is still playing.
Not by halftime.
You thought that last week. Bears at Lions.
Lions.
Rams at Titans.
Rams.
Yeah, I'm taking the Rams as
I
well.
think it's also going to be like last week. They're going to win close.
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking 14-10. Patriots at Dolphins.
I'm taking the Pats.
Yeah, I'm not trusting the Dolphins with anything. Like, all I'm trusting the Dolphins do is to be fire sailing their entire roster by the deadline, firing their head coach and drafting a quarterback. And as I iterated to you, top 5 Tagovailoa interception, top 3.
Really? It was literally they will be picking in the top 5. Pick. Never mind top 3. It was the comedic timing of the NFL during our text this weekend was just on point. Yeah. Niners at Saints.
I'm going to trust the beat-up Niners to beat, Spencer Rattler.
Yeah, I think the Niners defense kind of does what it did last week and ensures a victory and that they could carry the team till the offense is healthy.
Yeah. Bills at Jets.
Bills by All of it.
I'm taking the Bills. I really want to see what the Jets look like in this game.
Oh, I do too.
Because I don't want to get super high on the Jets, but I also picked up fucking Fields in fantasy. So
it's not a bad pick. Seahawks at Steelers.
I want to take the Seahawks.
I am taking the Seahawks.
I'm taking the Steelers.
I don't hate it. That Seahawks team scares the fuck out of me right now.
I get it. I do, and I wanted to take the Seahawks, but something about starting 2-0 in Pittsburgh just felt like it's going to happen.
I get that. Cleveland at Baltimore.
Baltimore. Indy hosting Denver.
This one might have to go on a TV.
Yeah.
For no other reasons than to see if Indianapolis can do it twice.
Against a much better defense.
And to see if Bo Nix can turn it around. If he completely 180s, we know that the Broncos are fine. If he doesn't,
Broncos are in trouble.
the Broncos are in trouble. Do the Colts drop back down to the mean?
I'm taking them to regress to the mean. I'm taking the Broncos based solely on that defense.
I am too. I'm also taking the Broncos in that game. Carolina at Arizona.
Yeah, Carolina sucks. I'm taking Arizona.
Arizona all day. Philly at Kansas City.
Taking Philadelphia.
I'm taking the Chiefs.
If Jalen Carter was suspended, as I was hoping him and would have disagreed with, I would feel better. I think it's going to take another week to get this team on the same page. And now what you were planning on being your biggest offensive weapon, your tight end took out. I just don't see it getting put together for this week. I think Philadelphia honestly wins.
As much as where I live, people will disagree with me. Having watched enough NFL, if you don't think the Chiefs haven't had this game circled on their schedule,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
you're out of your fucking mind. Yes, they wanted to beat a division opponent week 1. They always do. This was where their season started. Now, I do think it maybe not the mindset, possibly a little bit of arrogance. Like it's the Chargers. We're going to handle business. We'll get on to the Eagles. Obviously, that didn't happen. So I think we see a number 15 who has something to prove.
God, I really hope so, because the Chiefs the Chiefs that played in Brazil are not beating Philadelphia.
No, and I don't think it's going to be the same team. Atlanta at Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know, and I'm good with that being my final answer there.
Because do the Falcons do what they did last week and play football?
Does Minnesota?
I don't know.
Okay. So are we good with I don't know?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know in Minnesota. Sounds about right. Tampa Bay at Houston.
I'm taking a faith pick here. I'm going to take the Texans at home. On paper, they are the better team. Tampa Bay showed me nothing last week that they should be considered a serious team, unless Atlanta just is a lot better than what I'm giving them credit for.
That's fair.
I don't see that being the case. Not with Michael Penix as your quarterback. No, he didn't look bad. He just didn't look great. He looked better than Spencer Rattler. But, I don't trust the Falcons. So why did the Buccaneers struggle? The Texans have been on the struggle bus for a hot minute. I'm going to be right when they fucking turn it around.
Unfortunately, that's not this week. The Buccaneers win. And then the dumbest thing you can say in all of sports, an NFL Monday night doubleheader. Thankfully, it's the Chargers and Raiders.
That game's going to be a lot more fun than I anticipate it being.
I'm going to really enjoy watching the highlights in the morning.
Yeah, I'm not staying up for that.
Yeah, the game kicks off at 9 p.m. local time.
Yeah, I get up to try to go to the gym at 4:45, which means I sit there and snooze about 45 alarms for that much time, because that's how long it takes to wake me up out of my ZQuil-induced sleeps that I have to have right now. 4:45 is early. 9 o'clock is late. Fuck you guys. Can we not start these things? Like, if you're going to do the doubleheader, fine. I don't like it. I don't want it. Give me more games on Sunday.
Kick off the first game at 4.
Yes. Yes, I would rather get home after halftime, finish out a game, catch 3/4 of the next game, and if I'm feeling froggy, I could stay up the extra hour. That's 1 hour. You're wanting me to stay up till midnight.
Yeah, halftime is at 10:30.
Fuck you.
I'm good. I'm good, thanks.
I'm going to bed. I
Like,
got other shit that is more important.
if you want me to watch the second half of this game, it better be 47-46 at half.
And at that point, guess what I'm doing? I'm watching it on my phone from bed.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I might cast it to the television if my internet works properly, because my new router's a little shaky.
We don't have a TV up in the bedroom just because we don't use it and don't need it. But yeah, I will. I have fallen asleep watching more baseball games, just because honestly, the roar of it's so fucking soothing. You have a good commentator calling a baseball game.
And Castellanos hits it deep to left field. It's going to be a home run.
Just puts. I love it. I love the sounds of the baseball stadium. As long as it's not the Dodgers winning, it's phenomenal.
Oh, goodness.
Actually, I could listen to a call of the final out of the Dodgers losing like all night long. Probably get the best sleep of my life. Smile on my face and everything.
Jesus.
Can I tell you, I met a Dodgers fan yesterday.
Thankfully, no, I haven't had to hear about anything with the Dodgers in the last, 24 hours or so. You're literally the only time I hear about it.
I walked into Dollar General to buy a bag of Twizzlers because I'm fat. I was hungry. I wanted sweets. That's how that works. I go up, stand in the checkout line, and he goes, I don't know if I should check you out. I'm like, because you got that San Francisco gear on. I'm wearing this exact hat. Yeah, okay. He goes, I'm from L.A. And I was like, oh. Yay. Tried to end it right there. And he goes, yeah, I'm a Dodgers fan. I was like, you can stop talking now. I'm like, well, that must suck. Why? We've won 2 World Series. And I was like, cool. Yeah. Your team also made headlines this week. I don't know if you've seen it or not. Pretty embarrassing to have 2 no-hitters go into the 9th, deep into the 9th, and lose the game. Twice. Never happened once. You guys did it twice. In a playoff hunt. He's like, oh, they'll get it together. And I was like, you should hope so, because the Padres are coming up on you, and so are the Giants. And 8 weeks ago, that would have been impossible. Now you're looking at the 3rd wild card spot.
Hey, a couple of weeks ago, the Royals were looking at the 3rd wild card spot, too. Now I think they're looking at flights to Cancun. They're playing like they're looking at flights to Cancun. Which really sucks.
I know.
But it is what it is.
The company's taking us out to the K on the 20th as a company, which is going to be fun. I've never had a bad time at the K. I was really hoping they were going to keep their winning streak going so that we could be there for something fun at the end of September.
Yeah.
September baseball is so good to begin with, especially a Saturday night game when you, me, and Sam win.
Mhm.
Oh, good fucking times. Good times at the K. But that does it for us tonight. We've rambled far too long. So we still got 2 minutes. But we're going to let you out early because we are gracious like that. And you've heard my Dodgers rant for this week. I will have another one next week. Just you wait.
Luckily for you guys, you only have to hear it while we're recording. But we're going to get out of here, get you into week 2, enjoy the rare good Thursday night football game. Yeah, I think that's it. So, yeah. We're going to get out of here, be kind to each other, love one another, and always remember, fuck the Cowboys. And the Zoo. Fuck the Zoo.